Welcome everybody to a look at a new 4K box set release, and it is based around three of the ZAZ films. So that's Jerry Zucker, I think it was. Yeah, Jerry Zucker, Jim Abrams, and David Zucker, a trio of directors who worked on a few films in the 80s in particular, and they are the following. So we've got the likes of Airplane on 4K, Top Secret on 4K, and The Naked Gun on 4K. Now, I've already had Naked Gun on 4K in the past. I had it via a steelbook version. I reviewed that last year. I think it was in December, so it's nearly a year ago now. But I got this primarily just to get Airplane and Top Secret on 4K. So, yeah, and this is a really rather nice box set. Far nicer than I was expecting because, quite frankly, from the images that I saw on HMV, which is where I got this from, it just looked like a basic 4K Blu-ray, 4K disc case, and I figured that each film would be on its own disc, and that'll be it, basically. But no, we have posters for each of the films. We also have a little booklet, and we've also got a nice hard box with the new artwork, which basically melds the three posters for each film together. So you've got our Leslie Nielsen lead on top of the airplane plane that's in the poster, but he's in both of those films. And then Top Secret has the cows, which are prominent in that film, quite frankly. So yeah, but Val Kilmer stars in that film in the lead role rather than Leslie Nielsen. And then we also have a combination of the three again. So Leslie Nielsen on a cow with the blow up doll that ends up driving the plane on autopilot in Airplane. So yeah, really nice hard box there. Again, was not expecting this level of quality, to be honest, because like I said, I wasn't expecting just a normal 4K disc case. So yeah, each film does have its own 4K as well as its own Blu-ray. So I already had Airplane on Blu-ray, but never had it on 4K. And I don't think Top Secret was ever available on Blu-ray before here in the UK. So yeah, it's really nice to finally have it on physical release as well. And there's all three films. So I will review Airplane and Top Secret after we look at this box set in another pair of videos. But yeah, like I said, I've already reviewed Naked Gun, and yeah, quite frankly, if you have not seen Naked Gun, then watch it because it is properly hilarious. And then we've also got a booklet as well, which has a letter in it from ZAZ, and then we've also got shots from each individual film and such. So it's not an in-depth, write-up booklet or anything like that, but they're all behind the scenes shots and such. So yeah, there's a letter from ZAZ. So there's the three of them, and then we have shots from each film. So as well as some quotes as well. So, can you fly this plane and land it? Says Rumac. Surely you can't be serious, says Ted Stryker. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. And yeah, that's just one of the many lines in there, and I'm never going to say it as well as Leslie Nielsen, who was great at doing the deadpan comedy. Although, weirdly, he never started off as a comedian. He was far more known for his more serious roles, like in Forbidden Planet and I think it was Forbidden Planet. And then the Poseidon Adventure. They're the two that I most know him from. But there's some shots from the film. And there's Top Secret, behind the scenes shots and such. So yeah, it's always nice when they find this behind the scenes stuff because obviously it's very easy for those to get lost and basically forgotten about. So yeah, we've got the Naked Gun. So yeah, in terms of box office success, Airplane and Naked Gun were wildly successful. Well, Naked Gun made in excess of $150 million. Airplane made more than 170 million when you consider that was only on a production budget of less than 4 million. That is highly successful. Top Secret, though, unfortunately, even though it was budgeted between Airplane and Naked Gun, was the least successful. It only made about 20 million in the US at the very least. So that is a big shame because I find that to be one of the ones that is most watchable, if that makes sense. Airplane is the best of the three, but find Top Secret the one that's more watchable, even though it has less of a plot, which is one of the reasons why apparently that failed. So we have posters for each of the three films, so I'm really looking forward to putting these up in a trio on one of my walls, especially since they are on really rather nice thick paper, which means that, yeah, again, they've put a lot of thought into this box set, which, like I said, I was never expecting, while also putting a lot of quality into it as well. That's Naked Gun. We'll look at that in a minute. So Top Secret. Not sure if this was Val Kilmer's first role, but it's definitely the one that is quite memorable. Even if the poster isn't quite that memorable, I think that might well have been another reason why it didn't do particularly well. The poster just doesn't, come alive like the one in Airplane does, and the Naked Gun one is actually also a funny poster as well as also being a good one as well, because you got our lead riding a bullet basically, which is kind of like reminiscent of maybe the James Bond films, but over exaggerated. And you've also got a pretty good cast in this as well. Um, but I like the fact that it lists off the characters and not the actual cast members on the bottom there. So yeah, really, really solid release. This, like I said, I'm massively surprised by how high quality it is. Granted, it originally was £50, which is obviously quite a lot for 3 films, but they are all on 4K, and you normally spend about £20 each on a 4K new release these days. So that is less, and I got about 20% off it as well. So all in all, a good price, and yeah, a really rather high quality release and far better than I was expecting it to be. So yeah, I will be reviewing Airplane and Top Secret at some point in the future, but yeah, this box set in and of itself is well worth getting in, because like I said, I've seen all 3 films and they're all great. Airplane, like I said, is the best of the 3, but the other 2 are really, really good and not far off of the quality of Airplane either. So yeah, a nice little box set there. Nothing uber high quality. It's not your Indicators or your Arrow videos, but for something that is a studio release, it is pretty good. So yeah, do recommend it. And if you have seen any of these films before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on them. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.